I'm sad we don't own a fisheye. It's a fun lens in the right situation. I rented one for a week a couple of years ago and went a little nuts with it.
Is there a certain picture that you'd love to tell the story behind it, or things that stuck out to you over the years?
There's a photo I took in Las Vegas during Harry Reid's election. Michelle Obama was coming to campaign for Harry Reid, and she was running a few hours late, so we're standing around in this campaign rally with really nothing to do, and supporters are there milling around, nothing to do. And I noticed a group of 3 or 4 women who had magazines with Michelle Obama on the cover, and they were just kind of having fun posing with them. So I just started taking some pictures, trying to amuse myself, waiting for the main event to happen. And then for a split second, one held up the magazine cover in front of her face. I followed Congressman Joe Heck from Nevada for a year, from the week before his election all the way through his first year of Congress. It's a really good way to get to know a member of Congress and show a little behind the scenes of what their life is like.
It's just you, there's no reporters there, right? I mean, you're acting as the reporter, the photographer, all of it, for a long period of time. So how do you approach a project like that?
The tough part with the project is just getting it off the ground in the first place. You know, getting his press person on board, getting his chief of staff on board, getting him on board, and just having that cooperation, from the start. And then throughout the year, I don't follow him every day, every week or 2 weeks. I'll find an event or a hearing where he's participating in and try to grab a photo. They were having a panel discussion on stage which is a good time for photographers to go back to the filing center and file their pictures from the last big speaker. And all of a sudden they announced Mitch McConnell's coming on stage, so we're all trying to pick up our cameras and head towards the stage to get pictures of him, and he walks out with a musket over his head. And there are a lot of photographers who missed that picture. Luckily, I had a 400mm lens from the back of the room, was able to get off one shot before he put it down.
You had a beautiful shot that we used that showed just Rick Perry's hands, with his cufflinks. It was very distinctive. I mean, how do you make pictures look interesting and different when it's the exact same background the entire time?
This year was particularly challenging. They were only giving us 5 minutes up in the buffer zone this year. Usually we can hang out and really work a situation, try a bunch of angles. This year you had to get in, find your picture, and get out. I think that particular picture, the person who was herding us around was giving us a little extra time, so I had some extra time to get up right underneath the podium and take a look, and got lucky with him sticking his hand out over the edge.